Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. And today we wrap up our Ives series as we work our way backwards through the alphabet. Ives, well, he's so cool. And we've got some of the best for last, including the Stokowski Ives Fourth Symphony, the premiere recording, which was just insane, with extra conductors, including Jose Cerebriere. We know him, don't we? He recorded the fourth by himself. And we've got the Robert Browning Overture, also with Stokowski, and then a bunch of songs directed by Stokowski with the Greg Smith Singers. The Majority, They Are There, an Election, It Strikes Me That, and Lincoln, the Great Commoner. These are for like unison chorus and things. They're strange. But the bottom line is that all of this stuff was wrapped up in the Ives box that came out a few months ago, and which I'm sure is out of print because it was available for about 10 minutes. And so it has to be gone. And this was on Masterworks Portrait, which began on LP and wound up on CD, the reissue series. All of this stuff needed a good remastering. It really did. Although Stokowski's recordings usually sounded marvelous. And it got it eventually. But before that happened, we had to have this. We made do, and it was perfectly okay. Now we've got a big pile of symphonies. We've got the entire Michael Tilson Thomas Ives symphony stuff on Sony, because he redid some stuff in San Francisco. Let's not forget. We've got Symphonies 2 and 3 here, and they were coupled strangely. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Symphony 2 was coupled with 3. These are very good performances, except they're with the Concertgebouw. And for some reason, at the end of the second symphony, you could barely hear the trombones doing Columbia, the Gem of the Ocean. I don't understand why. The rest of the performances are splendid. I mean, really. But at that moment, it's kind of a bit of a letdown. And then we have Symphonies 1 and 4, along with the hymns, some of the hymns, that Ives quotes in the Fourth Symphony, in the Sweet By and By, Beulah Land, Ye Christian Heralds, Jesus, Lover of My Soul, and Nearer My God to Thee. So you get to hear those hymns, and then you can hear how they surface and then dive into the depths of the orchestral tangle in the second movement, particularly of Ives' Fourth. So these were good performances, very good performances. And these were with Chicago, I believe, right? Yeah. Yes, Chicago. Those were with Chicago. But originally, and this was the weird thing, Symphony number 3 was issued with orchestral set number 2. So you have 3 plus 4 there, and then you've got 3 plus orchestral set number 2, which is odd because, no, it's 3 plus 2, right? Yeah, 3 plus 2 and then 1 plus 4. And the curious thing about it is that while the second was not the best thing of the cycle, this orchestral set number 2 is amazing. It's a glorious recording of a practically unknown work. I think when this came out, the only major previous recording was Leopold Stokowski's. I think maybe Morton Gould may have done it too. I don't remember, but Stokowski definitely did it on Phase 4. And it's just as good as Three Places from New England. It's amazing, especially the last movement, which is from Hanover Square North at the end of a tragic day, the voice of the people again arose. That's the title. Can you believe I got that all out in one breath? It's about how the news spread of the sinking of the Lusitania, I believe, and at the elevated subway station at Hanover Square North. Now the subway at Hanover Square is underground, because I used to work there. I know. I used to go to Hanover Square. I worked at 10 Hanover Square. So I took the subway down there. But in Ives's day, the subway was elevated. And in this particular piece, the people sing a hymn while the train pulls in and pulls out. And oh, wow, it's powerful. Powerful moving stuff. But the whole piece is. It's just wonderful. So that is a great recording. And then we've got the Holidays Symphony, along with The Unanswered Question and Central Park in the Dark. And you get 2 versions of The Unanswered Question. It's not really necessary, but I guess they had the space to do it. The revised version, the regular version, it has to do with who the answerers are, how the woodwinds and whatnot, but it sounds much the same. And the performance of the Holiday Symphonies is very, very fine. Really, again, another absolutely splendid addition to this particular set. And this was all boxed up, I believe, and issued in a little boxlet at one point at budget price, but who knows where it is now? I haven't a clue. And now, to wrap things up, the complete songs on Albany, 4 volumes. There are 2 sets of complete Ives songs. This one on Albany and one on Naxos. Naxos, I think, runs to 5 discs. They are both excellent. They really are. The singers here are Dora Orenstein, Philip Bush is the pianist, Marianne Hart, Paul Sperry, and William Sharp. Those are the players, singers. The pianists are Philip Bush, Dennis Helmrich, Irma Vallecillo, and Stephen Blyer. The songs are wonderful. You know, I've published them in his own expansive volume called 114 Songs, prefaced by an essay about how some of the songs can't be sung because they deserve an independent existence and they have a right all their own, whether you can perform them or not. And they are fun. Let me see, there's 36 on this disc and 39 on that one and 36 on this one and 42 on the other. So that adds up to more than 114 songs. I mean, there were more than 114, but here they are. And if you can find one set or the other, you're going to be in very good shape because Ives was a fabulous songwriter. You know, just like everything else he wrote, some of his music is extraordinarily traditional, some of it totally insane and uninhibited, but it's all worth hearing. And with that, my friends, we come to the end of our sojourn through the music of Charles Ives. Keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.